Welcome back, coin collectors and history enthusiasts. Today, we are exploring the top 5 most valuable United Kingdom 5 new pence and 1 shilling coins. These fascinating coins come from different years, mint marks, and conditions, and some have become highly sought after by collectors around the world. Whether you are an experienced numismatist or just starting your coin collecting journey, this list may help you identify hidden treasures in your collection. Let's get started. First up, the United Kingdom 5 new pence coin from 1968. Specifically examples that have developed a black shade or dark-toned appearance over time. Many people discover these coins in old collections, coin jars, or inherited estates and wonder whether the unusual dark color makes them rare or valuable. In this video, we'll explore the history of the 1968 5 new pence coin, its unique features, collector demand, rarity in black shade condition, and its current auction market value in US dollars. The United Kingdom introduced the 5 new pence coin in 1968 as part of the country's transition to decimal currency. Before decimalization was fully implemented in 1971, Britain began issuing decimal coins to help the public adjust to the new monetary system. The 5 new pence coin was designed to have the same size and value as the existing shilling, allowing both coins to circulate together. Millions of these coins were produced by the Royal Mint, making them a familiar sight in everyday commerce throughout the United Kingdom. The 1968 issue holds historical significance because it was among the first decimal coins released to the British public. One of the most interesting features of the 1968 5 new pence coin is its design. The obverse displays the portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, created by Arnold Machin. The reverse features a crowned thistle, representing Scotland, along with the denomination 5 new pence. The coin was struck in cupra nickel, giving it a silver-colored appearance when originally minted. However, after decades of circulation, storage, and environmental exposure, some examples develop dark toning, black shading, or discoloration. This black appearance is usually caused by oxidation, dirt accumulation, or chemical reactions on the coin surface rather than a special minting variety. When discussing rarity, it is important to understand that a black shade condition alone does not automatically make a 1968 5 new pence coin rare. Since millions were minted, most dark-toned examples are considered damaged or environmentally affected rather than scarce varieties. However, collectors sometimes seek unusually toned coins if the coloration is natural and visually appealing. A coin with an even black or charcoal-toned surface may attract interest from collectors who appreciate unique appearances. Despite this, most collectors still prefer coins with original surfaces and minimal damage. Collector demand for damaged or black shade examples varies significantly. If the coin is heavily worn, scratched, corroded, or damaged, demand tends to be limited. On the other hand, if the black toning developed naturally over many years and creates an attractive look, some collectors may pay a small premium. The value depends on overall eye appeal, rarity of the toning pattern, and the coin's condition. Professional grading services can sometimes help determine whether the toning is natural or the result of environmental damage. Now let's discuss current market value in US dollars. A typical circulated 1968 5 new pence coin with dark or black coloration usually sells for around 25 cents to $2. Better preserved examples with attractive natural toning may sell for between $3 and $10. Coins in uncirculated condition generally command higher prices, often ranging from $10 to $30 depending on quality. Exceptionally preserved specimens graded by professional services can occasionally sell for even more at auction. However, most black shade coins found in circulation or old collections are unlikely to reach high auction values unless they possess exceptional eye appeal or a rare minting characteristic. For collectors, there are several important tips to remember. First, never clean a coin in an attempt to remove black toning or dirt, as cleaning often reduces collector value. Second, examine the coin carefully for unusual errors, such as off-center strikes or die varieties, which can increase value. Third, store coins in proper holders to prevent further environmental damage. Finally, research recent auction results and compare similar examples before buying or selling any coin. In conclusion, the United Kingdom 1968 5 new pence coin is an important piece of British decimal currency history. While black shade or dark-toned examples may look unusual and interesting, the coloration alone does not necessarily make the coin rare. Most examples remain affordable, though attractive naturally toned pieces can generate additional collector interest. As always, condition, eye appeal, and rarity play the biggest roles in determining value. If you own one of these coins, it is worth examining carefully because every coin has its own story to tell. Next up, the United Kingdom 1 shilling coin dated 1958. Many people discover this coin and immediately wonder whether it is rare and how much it could be worth today. In this video, we'll explore the history of the 1958 1 shilling, its unique features, collector demand, rarity in circulated condition, and the auction values it can achieve in today's market. Stay with us until the end to learn whether the 1958 1 shilling in your collection could be worth more than you think. The United Kingdom 1 shilling coin has a rich history that stretches back centuries. By 1958, Britain was still using the pre-decimal currency system, where 20 shillings equaled £1. The 1958 1 shilling was issued during the reign of Queen Elizabeth II, who had ascended to the throne in 1952. These coins circulated widely throughout the United Kingdom and were used in everyday transactions for many years. The coin represents an important period in British monetary history before decimalisation was introduced in 1971. Millions of people carried shillings in their pockets, making them a familiar part of daily life across the country. One of the most attractive features of the 1958 1 shilling is its design. The obverse displays the youthful portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by Mary Gillick. Around the portrait is the royal inscription identifying the Queen. The reverse features the traditional Scottish lion within a crown shield, symbolising strength, heritage, and the unity of the kingdom. The coin was struck in cupra nickel, giving it a durable silver-coloured appearance. It measures approximately 23.5 mm in diameter and weighs about 5.65 grams. Even after decades of circulation, many examples still retain clear details, making them popular among collectors of British coins. When discussing rarity, it is important to understand that the 1958 1 shilling is generally not considered a rare date. Large numbers were produced by the Royal Mint, and many examples have survived. However, rarity can vary significantly depending on condition. Circulated coins that show wear from everyday use are common and usually easy to find. Coins that are heavily worn, scratched, damaged, or discolored are generally less desirable. Nevertheless, some collectors still seek damaged examples as affordable additions to their collections, especially if they are filling album spaces or building date sets of Queen Elizabeth II coinage. Collector demand for the 1958 1 shilling remains steady because it represents an iconic era of British history. While damaged or heavily circulated specimens do not command premium prices, collectors often purchase them for historical value. Demand increases substantially for coins with strong details, attractive toning, or exceptionally preserved surfaces. Coins certified by professional grading services and receiving high grades can attract significantly more attention from serious numismatists. As a result, condition remains the most important factor affecting value. Now let's discuss current market value in US dollars. A typical 1958 1 shilling in circulated condition usually sells for approximately 50 cents to $3 depending on wear and eye appeal. Coins that are heavily damaged, corroded, or very worn may only be worth their collectible novelty value, often less than $1. Better circulated examples with clear details can bring between $3 and $10. Uncirculated specimens are far more desirable and may sell for $15 to $50 or more depending on grade. Exceptionally preserved examples offered at major auctions have occasionally achieved higher prices, especially when certified and graded at the top end of the condition scale. However, most ordinary circulated 1958 1 shillings remain affordable collector coins rather than high-value rarities. For collectors interested in acquiring or evaluating a 1958 1 shilling, several tips can help. First, carefully examine the coin for wear on the Queen's portrait and the shield design. Strong details usually indicate a better grade and higher value. Second, avoid cleaning old coins, as cleaning can reduce collector appeal and market value. Third, look for unusual minting errors, as these can sometimes be worth more than standard examples. Finally, compare your coin with auction records and consult reputable coin catalogs to determine a realistic market value. Proper storage in protective holders can also help preserve the coin's condition for future generations. In conclusion, the United Kingdom 1958 1 shilling is a fascinating piece of British history that continues to attract collectors around the world. Although it is not considered a rare coin in circulated condition, it remains a popular and affordable collectible. Most circulated examples are worth only a few dollars, while higher-grade specimens can achieve considerably stronger prices at auction. Whether you own one as part of a collection or have recently discovered it among old coins, the 1958 1 shilling serves as a reminder of Britain's rich numismatic heritage. Next up, the United Kingdom 1 shilling 1947 coin in fine condition. At first glance, this historic coin may seem ordinary, but its connection to post-war Britain and its place in British numismatic history make it a fascinating collectible. In this video, we will explore the history of the 1947 1 shilling, examine its unique features, discuss its rarity and collector demand, especially in worn or damaged condition, and reveal its current auction market value in US dollars. If you enjoy coin collecting, make sure to watch until the end. The United Kingdom 1 shilling coin of 1947 was issued during a significant period in British history. Following the end of World War II, Britain was rebuilding its economy and modernizing its coinage system. The shilling had long been an important denomination in British currency, equal to 12 pence and 1/20th of a pound. The year 1947 was especially important because it marked a major change in the metal composition of British silver-coloured coins. Prior to 1947, shillings contained silver, although at reduced purity levels. Beginning in 1947, however, the Royal Mint switched to a cupronickel alloy, meaning that the 1947 1 shilling became the first regular-issue shilling struck without any silver content. This historic transition makes the coin particularly interesting to collectors. The obverse of the 1947 1 shilling features the portrait of King George VI, who ruled the United Kingdom from 1936 until 1952. Around the portrait is the traditional Latin inscription identifying the king and his titles. The reverse displays a crowned English lion standing proudly atop a crown, one of the most recognizable designs used on British shillings. The coin measures approximately 23.5 mm in diameter and was struck in durable cupronickel. In fine condition, many of the major design elements remain visible, although moderate wear is present on the king's portrait and the lion design. Collectors appreciate examples that still retain clear lettering, visible details, and an attractive appearance despite circulation wear. The 1947 1 shilling is generally not considered a rare coin because millions were produced for circulation throughout the United Kingdom. As a result, examples can still be found in collections and old coin accumulations today. However, collector demand remains steady because the coin represents the first year of Britain's post-silver shilling series. In damaged condition, such as coins with heavy scratches, corrosion, cleaning marks, discoloration, or significant wear, collector interest tends to decrease. Most serious collectors prefer higher-grade examples, but some beginners and historical collectors still purchase damaged pieces because they are affordable and represent an important moment in British coinage history. While a damaged 1947 shilling is not especially rare, it remains collectible due to its historical significance. When it comes to market value, the condition of the coin plays the most important role. A heavily damaged or worn 1947 1 shilling may sell for around 25 cents to $2 at coin shows, flea markets, or online auctions. A fine condition example with decent detail and no major damage typically sells between $3 and $10. Extremely attractive examples in higher grades may command prices of $15 to $40 or more, depending on eye appeal and collector demand. Uncirculated specimens with exceptional preservation can occasionally reach even higher prices in specialized auctions. Although the 1947 1 shilling is not a high-value rarity, collectors appreciate it as an affordable and historically important British coin. If you own a 1947 1 shilling, avoid cleaning it, as cleaning can reduce its value and make it less desirable to collectors. Store the coin in a protective holder or coin album to prevent further wear and environmental damage. Always examine the coin carefully under good lighting to evaluate its condition. If you are interested in building a British coin collection, the 1947 shilling is an excellent addition because it marks the beginning of the cupronickel era. Collectors should also compare examples from different years and grades to better understand the factors that influence value. In conclusion, the United Kingdom 1 shilling 1947 coin is a fascinating piece of British monetary history. Although it is not particularly rare, its status as the first cupronickel shilling issued after World War II gives it lasting appeal among collectors. Fine condition examples are affordable, while damaged coins generally have modest value but still attract interest from history enthusiasts and beginner collectors. Whether you own one already or are thinking about adding one to your collection, the 1947 1 shilling remains a classic coin with an important story to tell. Next up, the United Kingdom 1 shilling dated 1955. If you have discovered this coin in an old collection, inherited it from a family member, or purchased it at a flea market, you may be wondering whether it is rare and how much it could be worth today. In this video, we will explore the history of the 1955 1 shilling, its unique design features, collector demand, rarity in different conditions, and its current auction market value in US dollars. Make sure to watch until the end for some useful tips that can help you identify valuable examples. The 1 shilling was one of the most important denominations in pre-decimal British currency. Before the United Kingdom switched to decimal currency in 1971, 1 shilling was equal to 12 pence, and 20 shillings made £1. The 1955 1 shilling was issued during the reign of Queen Elizabeth II, only a few years after her accession to the throne in 1952. These coins were struck for everyday circulation and were commonly used throughout the United Kingdom. Millions of people handled shillings daily for shopping, transportation, and other routine expenses. The 1955 issue represents an interesting period in British history as the nation continued rebuilding and modernizing after World War II. The obverse, or front side, of the 1955 1 shilling features the youthful portrait of Queen Elizabeth II. Around the portrait appears the traditional royal inscription identifying her as Queen. This portrait is highly recognizable and remains one of the most admired designs in British coinage. On the reverse side, the coin displays the famous English lion standing atop a crown. This bold and attractive design symbolizes strength, royalty, and national pride. The denomination 1 shilling and the date 1955 are clearly displayed beneath the design. The coin was struck in cupronickel, a durable alloy that helped it withstand years of circulation. It measures approximately 23.5 millimeters in diameter and has a reeded edge. These characteristics make it easy for collectors to identify and authenticate. One of the most common questions collectors ask is whether the 1955 1 shilling is rare. The answer depends largely on the condition of the coin. While the 1955 issue had a substantial mintage and is not considered extremely rare in circulated grades, high-quality examples are much more desirable. A damaged coin with scratches, corrosion, cleaning marks, discoloration, dents, or heavy wear generally attracts less interest from serious collectors. However, even damaged examples still hold historical value and are often purchased by beginning collectors who want an affordable example from the early reign of Queen Elizabeth II. Collector demand remains steady because many people seek to complete date sets of British shillings. As a result, even lower-grade examples can still find buyers in the numismatic market. Coins in very fine condition are significantly more desirable because important design details remain visible while still showing honest circulation wear. Now let's discuss what many viewers are most interested in: the value. A 1955 United Kingdom 1 shilling in heavily worn or damaged condition typically sells for around $1 to $5 US. Examples in fine condition often sell between $3 and $8 depending on eye appeal and overall preservation. A genuine 1955 1 shilling in very fine condition, which is the focus of today's video, generally sells for approximately $8 to $20 US. Coins with attractive surfaces and strong details may achieve even higher prices when offered through specialized auctions. Extremely well-preserved uncirculated examples can reach $30, $50, or more, especially if professionally graded and certified. Auction results can vary based on market demand, grading standards, and collector interest at the time of sale. If you own a 1955 1 shilling, begin by carefully examining the coin under good lighting. Look for remaining details in the Queen's portrait, the lion design, and the lettering. Coins with stronger details generally command higher values. Avoid cleaning the coin. Many collectors are surprised to learn that cleaning often reduces a coin's value because it can damage the original surfaces. Store the coin in a protective holder, capsule, or archival quality coin flip to prevent further wear and environmental damage. Proper storage can help preserve its condition for years to come. It is also wise to compare your coin with recent auction sales and consult reputable coin catalogs. If you believe your coin is exceptionally well preserved, professional grading may be worth considering. The United Kingdom 1 shilling of 1955 is a fascinating piece of British monetary history. Although it is not among the rarest British coins, its connection to the early years of Queen Elizabeth II and its classic lion and crown design make it a popular collectible. In very fine condition, these coins can bring respectable prices in the collector market, while high-grade examples continue to attract strong auction interest. Next up, the United Kingdom 1 shilling 1949 coin in circulated condition. While this coin may appear common at first glance, its historical significance, age, and growing collector interest make it a fascinating piece of British numismatic history. In this video, we'll explore the story behind the 1949 1 shilling, its unique features, rarity, collector demand, and its current auction market value in US dollars. The 1949 1 shilling was issued during the reign of King George VI, who ruled the United Kingdom from 1936 until 1952. Britain was still recovering from the effects of the Second World War, and coins from this era represent an important period in British history. The shilling was worth 12 pence and formed a key part of everyday commerce throughout the United Kingdom. The 1949 issue continued the traditional design style used during the late years of King George VI's reign and circulated extensively throughout the country. Millions of these coins were produced, allowing them to serve as an essential part of daily life for British citizens. One of the most attractive aspects of the 1949 1 shilling is its classic design. The obverse features a portrait of King George VI facing left, accompanied by the Latin inscription identifying him as King and Defender of the Faith. On the reverse, collectors can find the crowned English lion standing proudly atop a crown, a design created by renowned artist George Kruger Gray. The coin was struck in cupronickel, giving it a durable silver-like appearance. It measures approximately 23.5 millimeters in diameter and weighs around 5.65 grams. These elegant design elements have helped maintain the coin's popularity among collectors for decades. Although the 1949 1 shilling is not considered a major rarity compared to some key-date British coins, collector demand remains steady due to its historical importance and age. In circulated and damaged condition, examples are relatively easy to find because of the large number originally minted. Coins with heavy wear, scratches, corrosion, discoloration, or environmental damage generally command modest prices. However, collectors assembling complete King George VI sets may still seek damaged examples as affordable placeholders. As a result, even worn specimens continue to have a market among beginning collectors and history enthusiasts. The current market value of a 1949 United Kingdom 1 shilling depends heavily on its condition. In heavily circulated or damaged condition, the coin typically sells for around 50 cents to $3. Average circulated examples often bring $2 to $8, depending on eye appeal and detail remaining on the design. Better preserved coins with stronger details can sell for $10 to $25 or more. Uncirculated examples are considerably more valuable and may reach $40 to $100, while exceptional certified specimens can achieve even higher auction prices. As always, actual values fluctuate based on collector demand, auction competition, and the overall coin market. If you're interested in collecting the 1949 1 shilling, always examine the coin carefully for wear, damage, cleaning marks, and corrosion. Avoid cleaning old coins, as this can significantly reduce their value in the eyes of collectors. Consider purchasing coins from reputable dealers or established auction houses. Learning to identify different grades can also help you make smarter buying decisions. Additionally, storing coins in protective holders can preserve their condition and prevent future damage. Even affordable circulated examples can become valuable historical keepsakes when properly cared for. The United Kingdom 1 shilling 1949 is a wonderful reminder of Britain's post-war history and the reign of King George VI. While circulated and damaged examples are generally not rare, they remain popular among collectors because of their historical significance, attractive design, and affordability. Depending on condition, these coins can range from just a few cents to several dollars, with high-grade examples commanding much stronger prices. Whether you're a seasoned numismatist or a beginner starting your collection, the 1949 1 shilling offers an excellent opportunity to own a genuine piece of British history. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and share for more rare coin stories and value guides.